that
So where we are, they use centigrade.
I mean, it seems Eastern European.
European is a good start, yeah. Hey, nice work. Nice work, detective.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles.
Wait, these do not look like normal cop shoes.
It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are.
How do they fit?
Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Oh, I can zoom out. Okay. Can I talk to this person from... No. Damn.
You have to get downstairs.
Whirling in rags. Double click.
I actually have no idea what whirling in rags is intended to mean.
Cigarette butt from the tray. Light it up and smoke the living shit out of it.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
Well, I'll think about it.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth.
Like, I love
the next best.
I do love the way that this is basically your cigarette addiction speaking to your brain. Like,
all the time, though.
I
doesn't count if it's not all the time.
Like Rotturn was saying, I love the way that this is about self-negotiation and like it's all internal thoughts.
Getting them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
The bonuses are not massive.
I feel like the Surgeon General disagrees with my brain here.
Right, but when you're an addict...
Although if it's 1951, maybe not. I do appreciate that the backgrounds are they might be 3D objects now that I'm looking at them, but they look mostly like hand-painted 2D backgrounds.
I believe it's all 3D, but the style is very painterly and absolutely gorgeous. This was one of the best looking games that came out that year, if you ask me.
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get.
When did it first come
Your
out?
emotions need to be expressed.
Like 6 years ago,
People
Jesus.
need to know your vast oceanic soul.
My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system.
Josh, have you ever sung karaoke?
No, actually, I have not.
Chris?
What counts as karaoke? Because I have played a lot of Rock Band in my days, but I've never gone to like a karaoke bar or somewhere in public.
Right. I mean, yeah, there's a couple styles of karaoke. The like Koreatown style karaoke is you get like a private room for you and your party. And then obviously like the more prevalent like karaoke bar is that like, yeah, you're performing in front of everybody. I've done both. I don't know if I have a favorite of the two. I suspect that I would be the only one here who has done karaoke, however.
This goes well with the theory I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes. Sounds
So
likely.
I think one of the interesting,
You should probably
not
go
interesting,
on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought.
the way the superstar
See if it
running gag is established is a good example of, I think, where it tries to pretend like it's a tabletop game in some ways, because it's like...
Yeah, I
it's
can
like the
totally
sort of
see
thing-
like one of my friends just like, yeah, I'm a superstar, what of it, in every conversation.
And it's
What,
scripted.
what should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape.
The main thing that I felt
Thought it
was
obvious.
like that kind of speaks to me about how I
Self-centered.
actually have played
Wipe
tabletop
that
games
smirk
for
off their
years.
face with your sad,
Is the way the
tragic song.
narrator editorializes things to you,
No one.
in addition to
You
like
need
your
another
thought
copy of the
cabinet.
tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Like it's very conversational in how it gives you information about characters in the world, which is something that is very typical of our like tabletop games and not as typical of even other kinds of video games, which tend to try to present a more objective viewpoint.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Cool.
So cool.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography.
These interjections
particular.
feel like
It's just
a
what
DM telling you
superstar
stuff
law
about the
officers do.
room that you're in.
They squint at lights.
Very much
and
so,
they
yeah.
solve shit.
Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard
Yeah.
lately.
You have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bai, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
Action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Oh, it doesn't. It didn't. What is the thought cabinet?
I'm glad you asked.
Is this
way
the
this works is-
codex?
You unlock thoughts, which you can internalize. While you're internalizing them, it's an ongoing process that goes on in the background as you go around the game. Not in real time. Time moves in the game when you do things, which make time progress. Just running around and like sitting around farting stuff doesn't do anything. But while you're internalizing it, you'll get a temporary modifier to your skills, and after you're internalized it, that is replaced by a permanent modification of some kind, which is different. It replaces the previous modifier. And you don't get to know what it is before you internalize it.
The temporary modifier is -2 logic.
Yeah, because it seems pretty fucking unlikely you're some kind of a superstar from context here, doesn't it?
Fuck it, let's internalize it.
So the process of internalizing this is basically your character being, like, deluding yourself about your role in the world.
And this will just kind of go as the game goes on.
Yeah, you've got you have a number of slots available, and you can take these out and replace them at the cost of resources that you would otherwise use to gain skills.
Right, okay.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
What's wrong? Don't you like the officer?
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero?
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
What did I do?
What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
I love this.
I do not appreciate your tone. This is no way to talk to an officer.
Oh, it's not? You're right. It's not.
Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it. Most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
She just what?
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
Okay. Who are you? I've
Talk to the
forgotten
cafeteria
everything.
manager.
Plucks at the seabird, frowning.
Yes, I will take this grenade-looking health potion.
So the way this works is that whenever you run out of health, you get an opportunity to use the healing item. If you have one. If you don't, you just lose.
I see. Should we investigate or go talk to person whose name I think is Kim Kataragi?
Close.
A bespectacled man in an orange
Kim
bomber jacket
Kitsuragi.
is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Hold on, who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
Like the try to become a murder god kind, or...
I feel like it's not a spoiler to say he's not literally your half-brother.
I'll also look at what voice is telling you that. It's the police instinct.
Right. Shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Well, that is going to be a problem.
This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Sure.
Concentration makes you squint
Yeah.
your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It is not yet time.
Okay then.
So if you fail that, you come up with a name, and the name you come up with is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Nod towards the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
I love that you're basically a fail son kind of guy in this game. Like you are the biggest loser possible.
I haven't.
Okay. We'll have time for that.
Yeah,
After
some
we
games
take a
start
look
you
at
at
the
level
currency.
0. In this case, you're
remove
starting off
the
at rock
body
bottom.
from the tree.
Like, everything in you... Like, things clearly were not going well for you. So, you have to climb your way up from here and figure out what kind of person you were and what kind of person you want to be.
I don't like dead bodies.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
Dead body?
Mhm.
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
The Inspectorate General?
Internal Affairs. And I'm not them. I'm from Criminal Investigation.
You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean?
Yes.
They're just white rectangles.
They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage. But again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
But I can't remember
see you drank
anything.
last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
Okay, so I guess this is just normal.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
What
Talk
were we
to the
supposed
manager.
to do again?
Then we go out back and take the body down.
All right,
To you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's sing karaoke.
band's all here.
So it's 8:50 now. How much progress have we made in the thought? I mean, I know it's like an hour and 20, so we're not quite there yet, but 28%.
28%. That's been what, like
Hello,
10 minutes?
sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
Are you determining whether you're going to hit on the cryptozoologist in front of your new partner, Joshua?
It's not, well, it's a cryptozoologist's wife. I don't really want to talk
I'm
about that
sorry
right
if I
now.
was being overly familiar. I know we've only just met. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Seem to be in a chair. How'd you like to roll with me? Oh, God. How'd you like to roll with
What do
me?
you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, raiding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
No, I don't.
Partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Kim's
I know.
perpetually put upon. Go ahead.
There are also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Ah, he's revealed to us the name of the place where we are.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
You're probably
I
right.
really would like to help out, but I don't want to slow you down.
Yeah,
If it
this,
weren't
as
for
you're
all
going
the
to see, this
stairs and
city is
potholes
not
and Martinez,
ADA
I'd join you
like
for sure.
at all.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
The man with the unimpressive
remembering we have
beard
to go deal with the body and those
notices you
shitty kids.
approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
It's like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet.
That's wonderful. Really, I think so. But there's a dead body.
I love that I can't tell how many of these are a result of our superstar obsession and how many are just the way they wrote it.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
By many, you mean 3.
But you still know your way around, yes?
Yeah, it's funny how depending on what he's
Yes, I
talking
know
about,
where some
the
things
words
are,
change around a
but
bit.
as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Yes.
I have everything. You?
Oh, you mean, do I have questions?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
He thinks you're stupid, sire.
Why did Sylvie go away?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
No, before I asked you where, now I'm asking you why.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Those are 2 good reasons.
Thank you.
Mystery solved.
Mystery solved.
Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct.
Oh, you want to open the door to the feminist thought?
All right, let's do it. This stuff gets on my nerves. I am a feminist.
What?
I do wonder how they figure out when the thing unlocks. Rutscon, do you know?
There is it increases in integer every time you pick a dialogue that is like assigned to that thought, and when you hit a high enough number, then you get the like thought cabinet right afterward.
Okay, so it's not scripted. Okay.
Is that so? Mr. Feminist.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it with special bonuses and effects.
Where exactly
Behind
is the
this
body?
building, there's a courtyard.
Some of them are more
They
difficult to
hoisted
get
him
than
up
that
on
one.
a tree there.
How
That's
do we
easy.
get there then?
See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
That's all.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Oh,
It's
I
funny how
understand. You mean I
encyclopedia
owe
as a
money.
skill
You're a genius.
is sometimes
Yeah.
just like
That's right,
telling you basic
honey.
things about the
You
world
this is
because of your problem.
130 real.
But what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering
Money
the basic
is what
concepts
grown-up
of
people
reality.
use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Interesting. Where do I get it
Are
from?
you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Why do I need it?
Survival to
I
pay
feel so bad
me.
for Kim.
Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo?
He's just standing there all
It's to stay in
professional.
Martinez, and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make
So
you
I
happy.
asked the
It lets you be
bartender
unhappy for
what
a while
money
longer.
is.
If you run out of money,
It's
you
just
die.
like this is.
It's like
You
that
get the
for all
sense
of
this
us.
is not his
Me
worst
too.
work day,
That's
but
why I need you to pay me.
Is this the same voice
not an
actor who
arsehole.
did the narrator in Slay the Princess?
I don't think so.
Yes, it is.
Count them and give him to him. That's 10 plus 10 equals 20. Or 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm now down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's
It does not
40
look like it now.
cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
But that's horrible.
It is.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Darkness rides.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle
The
of
voice
Lando
actor
as
credited
Lieutenant
for
Fitzgerald
Garta has
looks
no
for
other
something
credits,
in the
which
pockets
I actually think is
of
true
his
of many
orange
characters, and
bomber.
many voice actors in Disco Elysium, including the narrator.
That's Cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
What do I owe this
Let's
place
see.
for?
3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60
Okay.
plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
You're
You
under
can't arrest
arrest.
me. I haven't done anything.
Put this.
Did someone order a vague, farcical reading of the law? More than one pops into your head.
This is so dumb.
You will be taken to a sex prison.
You have admitted to sexual crimes. You will be taken to sex prison. What the fuck?
What in the name of God?
Sounds like you think sex is more than a social construct. Tell me, do you think women are mentally inferior to men?
Okay. I know what is going on. And, okay, I'll call your station. What did you say it was?
41.
I'll call them for recompensation for the room. But you still owe me 70 for the drinks and the window. And I do not think women are mentally inferior to men.
Cool.
You still owe me 70. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there.
That's enough now, sir. Good day.